Do you ever feel stuck in the rat race? Life doesn't have to be that way if you're willing to put in the work. In Bigger Vision, Chris Garrison helps you discover the keys to abundance, freedom, and personal growth that let you live the life of your dreams. And now, here's your host, Chris Garrison.
Welcome, everybody. You've made it to the Bigger Vision podcast. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to invest in yourself. And that brings me to our topic. You are a business. We sell ourselves short so many times because we forget that we are the business. I don't care what your career is, what your position is, what your financial status is. Each and every individual is their own business. And what we have forgot is that our mindset must change for our environment and future to change. And if we can change the mindset that we are the business and what we invest in ourselves is going to give us a return, and making sure that what we're investing is giving us the return that we want, you will see an outcome that is much more desirable than what you will typically find when you're just going throughout your life thinking that you are not a business, is the best way I know how to say it. So I was trying to fix some things in my disaster cleanup company that I feel like if we can restructure our revenue, I'll find better success in the efficiency of my employees, the outcome and customer service, the profitability of the company. So many things I feel like will be fixed that is driving me to try to figure out how I can change up my compensation model for my field technicians. Because currently right now they're hourly paid. They spend more than 40 hours a week, so they get time and a half. We've got benefits. We've got all this other stuff to try to make a good employee package and also at the same time have a great culture at the company. But what is not there is alignment with the company's income, profitability. So, if we lose, they're not losing. If we win, they don't win anymore. And I just don't like that structure. And I feel like we should be more financially aligned because they're direct influencers to the job and the profitability of that job. So at this point, I've decided, hey, here's what we'll do. I'm still working the kinks out and trying to poke holes in it. But I'm like, what I'm going to do is take 25% of every invoice, and that is going straight to my labor costs directly related to that job. Now, I have overhead in the company. So the overhead is, the ladies that answer the phone, my operations manager, my sales guy, any of the bookkeeping, financial side of the staff, the repairs and maintenance and chemicals and all that goes into running this business and what you can imagine it goes into running any other business. So my labor cost is capped at 25%. So that is great for the company. But what's even more fantastic is for my team members, if they move faster and more efficient without having to do lower quality and having repeat calls, then they're able to move through more jobs, therefore make more money. So as I was breaking it down, they were making a pretty substantial amount of income per hour more. But now some of these jobs where we've had redos, maybe step through a ceiling on an HVAC cleaning, stuff like that, that is coming out of labor because I had to hire someone else to come in and fix a mistake. And that does come out. So there might be not as a desirable hourly rate that's taking place in those situations. So the question comes to is how do we make all of that work on the back end so that we're not creating an accounting nightmare? And those are the things that I've been working on. But the reason I started this podcast out as You Are the Business is because we all need to be investing into ourselves, our business, so that we can produce a higher ROI. When I make investments into my physical LLC, that entity, those investments are typically going to be staffing. It's going to be equipment to help us be more efficient, therefore making us more profitable, also helping us achieve a higher quality of service. It's going to be branding and marketing in the forefront, because we need to make sure that our audience knows that we are available and they know to contact us when they need our services. So I make these type of investments into the company, but the question is where are the investments that you're making in yourself? Because if you're not making investments in yourself, and these all these type of investments that I've made into my business can be exact same investment that you make into your personal self. So for instance, I put myself in rooms around people to change my perspective, to change my belief center so that I believe that I can do something bigger and better and higher quality. I put myself in rooms to learn techniques and skill sets so that I can be more accurate, so that I have less losses, so that I am able to project my revenues and returns better. I put myself in rooms with people that I can partner with and network with, so I don't have to carry the full responsibility and weight of everything that goes into becoming a better person and business, remembering yourself as a business when I say that. So I thought, you know what, Chris, you've not spent any time on investing in yourself as a disaster cleanup business like me, myself, and educating myself there, getting into rooms kind of time. Now, I've spent a ton of time on forums and reading books and going to classes to get educated for techniques and skill sets. But when it comes to getting in the environment to hear different perspectives of other industry professionals, I have not invested as much for myself. So my question is to you, where are you investing in your business? You, the business, where are you investing in you? So that, and what kind of investments are you making? And are those in alignment to where your goals and dreams are? So if you're trying to be a better marketer, then what type of investments are you making in yourself? What type of rooms are you getting into? What type of investments of time are you spending to make sure that you're trying to hit and reach your goals? If you're an office manager or customer service rep, if you're a customer service rep, what are you doing to educate yourself and make yourself better as a business? Because I would think if I was focused on customer service, I would be looking into how to understand the different types of personalities and people's love language so that you can communicate on a better standard, more psychology type driven stuff. The tools that you use in your customer service field, what are those tools and what new technology is out that might be able to make you better at what you do and more efficient? Because see, there is something that most people don't do, and that is they invest and get paid on the back end. Most people like to get paid up front to justify what they're going to invest. But highly successful, financially successful individuals and businesses, actual like entities, not talking about your personal self at the moment, but entities, they make contributions before they get paid. They make investments before they get paid. That's why I'm saying, why don't we take that same philosophy and treat ourselves as a business and make investments before we get paid? Because if I go make a deposit over here and I bring true value, then I'm going to demand a much higher rate of payment on the back end because now I have shown my worth. I don't have to allow the paying customer taking all the risk in paying me, hoping they get delivery of the value that I'm promising. Instead, I deliver and then I get paid a greater amount because I can demand a greater amount on the back end than what I can on the front end because they don't have to take as much risk as a customer. Are you following this? I mean, this is extremely dynamic and powerful stuff if you put this into implementation in your life. If you truly see yourself as a business, then you are going to focus on marketing yourself and branding yourself as something valuable, something that someone wants because you have a ton to offer. You're going to make sure you're not a secret agent. You're going to make sure that you tell everybody what you're looking for and what you have to offer and provide when you're in conversation. And you will get creative about it. When I'm looking for people to hire and people say, man, how's business going? I say, fantastic. It's going so good that we're looking to grow our team and always looking for great team members. So if you know anybody looking, please send them my way. You never know who you're going to talk to that might know someone or their self that might be interested. And when you pull away from the marketing side and you get into the operations side, that's where I'm talking about make sure that you deliver, find a way so that you can deliver value and get paid on the back end, because your increase in revenue will be much higher when you take the risk away from your customer. That's one reason I like the fact that we're taking our company into a commission base for the field technicians. Those technicians are going to make a much higher rate because they're taking the risk away from me. I know that the company does not have any more liability of expense when it comes to the job expense any more than 25%, because that is what we've allocated to go towards our employees. And in that 25%, our employees can sit there and perform at their highest rate and make dramatic increase over what I was able to pay them as an hourly paid employee. That is why I am stressing the fact that if you can find a way, and there is a way for every situation, to deliver the value first and then accept payment on the back end, doesn't mean you don't negotiate your payment up front, but you don't accept payment up front. You accept it on the back end. You make the point to say satisfaction guaranteed. If so, here's what you owe me on the back end. So there is no risk to you. It's an incredible business model. And coming back to the original statement, you are the business. So why would you not conduct yourself as a business? Why would you sell yourself short by asking everything to be paid up front and you deliver value later? So just some thoughts on that, on bringing the value and treating yourself as a business. This is why it's so important that you make those investments. Don't depend on your company to make investments in you. Don't depend on gathering new perspective just from your day-to-day experience in your field. The true investment is when you put yourself in front of new content, in front of new people to get new perspectives, in the room so that you can find partnerships and build a tribe that's going to help you, hold you accountability, and push yourself to be better at whatever business you, the business, are doing in life. I see myself as a business in my relationship, in my fatherhood, in my actual business, in the value that I bring to the public as an example, as encouragement, as building skill sets in business and investing. I mean, this is just a much better way to see life, because you begin to understand the actions that you take are investments. And each investment has a different return value. So are you making investments that are going to give you the return that you really deserve and want? Well, let me step back. If you're making investments that don't deserve a high return, then that is what you deserve, because you've not taken the discipline or the time to seek out what you should be investing in yourself. So what investments are you making with your time, with your money, in yourself? And are those returns the returns that you want? Because if they're not, then you got to make adjustments. I mean, I make investments all the time, and not all of them give me the returns that I hoped for. And some of them over deliver. And I make adjustments on the ones that aren't producing what I hoped would produce, so that I would be able to get the returns that I'm trying to reach, so that I can hit my goals and my potential in life. Life is like a business. You're constantly selling something, an agenda that you personally desire. And hopefully you're bringing value, because when you have value, you get paid. And then you are being a good steward over that value that you're getting, over that payment that you got for your value, so that you can rinse and repeat over and over again. Treat yourself like a business, a well-oiled machine of a business, and you will find your life begin to produce great fruit. You will find that your life will take you places that you had hoped and dreamed it would. And it's because you chose to make that investment up front and get paid on the back end. And the back end's called your future. That was your payment. So what is your future going to look like? It's truly and wholly dependent upon the investments that you make in yourself. All right, bigger thinkers, bigger visionaries, I appreciate your time on this podcast. I hope that you truly do take this away and think about it, because you are your own business and you can take you into another business and truly bring great value and get paid for it. So until next time, let's grow together.
This is thepodcastfactory.com.